And yes, we are back and we're doing the sharing. A little later, the healing. If ever there was something that, well, felt not so good at all. And then how are we going to be empowered by the guest, the beautiful Miss Ping Federis. After all, yan po ang ating pinaka-purpose. Every time we get together in a program, we call She. Because she talks at GNN. And back to Miss Ping Fidelis here. Maraming salamat po for the sharing na binigay mo sa amin kanina. Kaya ngayon naman, after those beautiful moments of childhood na walang kakonek-koneksyon sa iyong pagiging modelo, eto na tayo ngayon. And I asked you, Ping, is life sa pagiging fashion model all the glitz and the glamour and none at all of the heartbreak and the achy-breaky heart and the disappointment sa mundo na sinalihan mo? How was it? Was there ever like, kunyari, scenario tayo, in joining mga rumarampa na mga fashion model, of course you were so confident about yourself, you have the height, you are beautiful and everything, but of course there's always that kind of a competition na nag-exist among models, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What was in you na inaakala mo na, well, I have this, so I am okay, I am confident, I am well. But was there a situation where you felt like a little, ano ba naman ito? Parang you didn't like what was going on?
Actually, when it comes to my co-models, I had no problems with that. No?
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a Samaritan when it comes to that.
Oh.
Because when there are newcomers, what they would usually do is partner them with me so that I can help them out. I like helping out newcomers. But with the senior models, well, I did a little, not so much, but you know, yung makakaramdam ka ng katarayan if you are not good on the ramp. Meaning to say, if you are not good in musical cue, because you have to know when you're supposed to enter the stage.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, I think I'm just gifted with it. No? I'm very good in musical cue. I never make a mistake. Even if it's not my exposure that I'm supposed to go out, if it's the other model's musical cue, I would tell them, it's your turn to go out. So that we don't make mistakes. Okay? So I gained the respect of the senior models because they would actually depend on me for musical cue. Really, really top models at that time. I was just new, especially my idol, Ces Artadi, Wanda Luwalien, Diane Benisano, Menchu Menchaca. One, I hope she doesn't mind if I say that, pinakamataray na modelo yon. If you're not good, my God, that's it for you. I never had that with me. She never did that to me. Because she even asked me, Ping, tell me what to go out. I said, sure, no problem. Okay. My downside, was with the designers.
Oh.
There are some designers who are really nasty and mean, and I don't know, bitter in their life.
Nasty and mean. Ano yung experience mo with them?
When nasty is like, why are you so thin, you are so this and that, and everything being nasty, not nice to you.
And they tell you
But
that
they
straight
had it.
face.
Yeah, they would. Or behind your back, they would let others know.
That's even
Well,
painful.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't care because I'm such a professional. I really would say that I am a very professional model.
And when you say that, your eyes would light up. And you're very confident of what you were saying because you believe in yourself.
No, because the designers will say it themselves.
So, anong ginawa mo doon? So, nagtatataray na yun na fashion?
I don't pay attention to those things because if you do, you become ugly.
Really?
You know, it's going to bother you. It's going to stress you out. And since he's a designer and you are modeling his clothes, what can you do? Are you going to make simangot and make yourself look ugly? Give him the best. Give your best so that his collection will really look good. Sell his collection that you become professional, and in his eyes, you become good. You know? You take out that negativity. And that happens. That's what I do. I don't go confront and say things the same what he's doing, stabbing me at the back. I don't like those things.
Oh, here's a woman here not giving the other person a dose of their own medicine, and you wanted the kind of a fight, na not really fight, but para bang, okay, I'll give you what's best that I could, and then dyan yung bumabaliktad
It's
the
like you give
tables
kindness. Instead,
Yes.
he throws a stone, you throw tinapay.
Naku,
You know,
parang,
something like that.
parang napakahirap gawin nun.
It's mahirap, but then...
But with the kind of work that you do, you just have to because minomodelo mo nga naman yung mga creation nila.
Oo, because if you do that, you will not survive. Because he
Okay.
has other friends, designers. They you know, they gang on you if you don't do it. So you have to be very careful. You have to be very professional. But once you get on the top, you at least have a say already in the long run. But
Okay.
still,
But still, we're getting to be so excited because gusto ko, papunta na tayo doon sa that part of the sharing and dito sa healing portion because there is this particular question I would want to ask our guest, si Ping. At ito naman ay curiosity lamang na nais maiparating sa isang napakagandang modelo natin. Ang question ay like this: how were you able to manage? Alam natin sa ganda ni Ping Fideris, a lot. There were mga bubuyog na umaali-aligid. How were you able to manage? I mean, pag-ibig, andiyan because you were a model. But how did you, I mean, after all those mga admirers na yon, were able to really find that one particular man for that particular time that you thought you would love? And that for a while you gave a little rest sa iyong career because you wanted to be exactly what a mother or a wife should be. Okay lang ba that you share with us a little story, a little of Ping Fideris and the love life? Take note, February naman tayo ngayon, Miss Ping. It's okay to share a story.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's the month of the heart. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I got caught up 1986. No, 1985. I came back 1985 from the tour we had in Europe. And then I was with some friends and going out since I've been away for quite some time. And then I met this guy, this German guy. And that was the start, okay?
Yes.
1985. And then I was still going abroad doing shows. So we would have a sort of a long distance relationship, calling, this and that. And that was it. That was the start.
Did you survive the long distance relationship?
Oh yeah,
You did?
I did because I was very busy actually doing shows, and he was there, but he was calling,
Okay.
things like that. So when you're in love, you're in love. That's it. So it will survive, no? Even if it's a long distance relationship. But it wasn't that long because after that, we decided to have a kid, and that's my eldest na nga, yung son ko, no?
Yes.
And very much in love, so medyo nagbawas ng trabaho. I wouldn't do shows abroad, I would only do shows here in the Philippines.
Okay.
If ever I would do show abroad, it would just be for at least 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
At the most 1 week.
All right.
Ganon.
My question now is getting married in a way affecting the life of a fashion model?
Not really, because the only affected one there would be the time.
Okay.
Meaning that I would not be getting all the shows that I would used to get, or I would say no to them. I would just schedule them because it's not only doing shows; it's doing pictorials, doing covers for magazines, guesting, a lot of other things. No?
Yes.
So I give up a lot and just choose so that I could spend time with my son.
Okay. We are now on this part of the talk that we're having sa ating pong She, and we are very, very excited to listen a little bit more sa buhay ng isang fashion model, decided for a while to have a family, and then alam natin na ang buhay pag-ibig ay hindi bed of roses.
Yes.
Of course, every now and then, you have the bumps and the not so good kwento ng buhay. Share with us when we come back, how was she able to get through difficult times sa buhay ng pagmamahalan ng isang modelo at ng kanyang admirer and partner sa buhay. That's when we come back here at She Talks at GNN.